Hi, it's John, and welcome to the channel. 6:57 a.m. Saturday, July the 19th, with the big blue mug of coffee. I hope you're having a great start to your weekend. I surely am. I appreciate you being here. By the way, if you are here and have subscribed, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please click on subscribe. Thank you so much. So today I have, I believe, an unpopular opinion, contrary to a lot of conservatives. Liberals love this. The conservatives are hating it. And it's regarding the upcoming by-election in Battle River Crowfoot here in Alberta. Now, Poilievre is running on this to get his seat back. And you know what I'm talking about. This right here. More than 100 candidates, most in Canadian history, to run against Poilievre in by-election. So far, registered 108. Here's the list, the latest I could find from Elections Canada. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But I'm fine with this. I have no problem with this at all. Now, there are a lot of people who think this is a mockery of the system. Here's Mark Nixon, who I follow. Mark Nixon, fantastic, doing great work. Follow Mark on X, follow him on YouTube, give him hits, give him lots of likes. But he's wrong on this. Mark, get on my side. This is perfectly fine. 200 name ballot incoming. Battle River Crowfoot becomes a phone book. This isn't democracy. It's mockery. Elections Canada, fix the rules. This is a scam. Poilievre wants rules changed to stop long ballot protests. I'm perfectly fine with this. If we look over here, first of all, I don't understand what the purpose of this is. And I've got some very unpopular comments coming up you're not going to like. But I don't understand what the purpose of this is. Is this somehow going to hurt Pierre Poilievre by having more people on the ballot? It certainly becomes inconvenient for somebody who's voting. But unless you're an absolute idiot, you can probably find Poilievre on the ballot. Now, if you are an idiot and you're voting in Battle River Crowfoot, here's how you spell Pierre Poilievre. Comes after O and before Q in the alphabet. Okay? But it's not going to hurt Poilievre from that standpoint. So what is the purpose behind this? Now, I found this article right here at iPolitics, and they suggest, well, this isn't a legitimate protest, it's manufacturing chaos, and this is trying to force the government to adopt proportional representation. That's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's been lots of opportunities for governments to introduce proportional representation. It gets thrown out all the time. I've heard it dozens of times over the years. In fact, there was a guy on January 6th, his name was Justin Trudeau, who on January 6th resigned as prime minister. And this is what he said was one of his big regrets.
If I have one regret, particularly as we approach this election, well, there are probably many regrets that I will think of. But I do wish that we'd been able to change the way we elect our governments in this country so that people could simply choose a second choice or a third choice on the same ballot.
Trudeau had an opportunity to change the system, but he really doesn't want to do that. It benefits the Liberals. It always does. I think this longest ballot thing just points out how stupid the electoral system here is in Canada. That's one of the reasons why I'm fine with it, because I think the electoral system mocks itself. I mean, if you look at this map right here, I mean, why would Trudeau want to change anything? And it's why he didn't. I mean, northern Manitoba, where nobody lives, didn't vote Conservative. And this small little section down here in southwest British Columbia didn't vote Conservative. The rest of the West is blue, folks, and it meant nothing. This is what we should be mocking. Albertans, well, we're underrepresented when it comes to our population, when it comes to the House of Commons. We say every election, what does it matter how I vote? It'll be people out east who will determine what party wins. This is the real joke and what we should be mocking here. Now, as far as a solution to this longest ballot thing, what's the solution? Keeping people off the ballot who don't live in the riding? Maybe? Well, wouldn't that include Pierre Poilievre? I don't even know if he's been to Battle River Crowfoot. Well, maybe somebody who's an MP. Well, he isn't an MP. He's just a private citizen. Yeah, he's the figurehead for the Conservative Party of Canada, and he's a Conservative Party member. But who's to say somebody running in Ontario isn't a Conservative Party member and is serious about running in Battle River Crowfoot? And how do you determine if that's the truth or not? They probably filled out the paperwork, had to pay a fee, and got the number of signatures they needed to run in the riding. And whether they're making a mockery of the system or not, they have as much right as Pierre Poilievre, who doesn't have any relationship to Battle River Crowfoot that I don't even know if he's been there before. I don't think you should be able to do that. I think that's wrong. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but it's wrong. And I'd be damn pissed if I voted for Damien Keurig, the guy who won in Battle River Crowfoot, and within days he stepped down. I voted for that guy. I think that's wrong as well. I also have a problem with people who haven't lived in the country for more than a decade to parachute into the country and become prime minister of the country. I also have a problem with that person who has business connections and conflicts like Mark Carney, and he should have to have declared them before he even ran for the Liberal leadership. We don't do that. That needs to be reformed as well. I also have a problem with somebody who lied, blatantly lied regarding those conflicts, being the prime minister right now. I think he should have to resign. All these things need to be changed. I think that your long list and this long list of candidates is just pointing out how stupid our system is. There could be more than 200 people on this ballot. Good. But what's the solution? Well, you know what the solution is? I think this bodes well for the Alberta independence movement, pointing how stupid the system is. We know how stupid it is. We always end up on the back foot. We never get a fair shake because of the electoral system in this country. Proportional representation won't change that either. And that's another reason why we need to get out. And I think we can just hold up this long list, which is probably going to be 10 feet long, and say, look, how stupid this country is that it can allow this kind of thing to happen. Good for the long list of candidates. Oh, and by the way, here's the guy I am now going to endorse in the election in Battle River Crowfoot. Here is Dylan Anderson. He signed up. He's on the list, and he is from Callander, Ontario. And here it is, folks. For those people who've never been to Callander, and I have, it's on Lake Nipissing. And if you go just down the road over here a little bit, you get to the place that rules over your lives. Ottawa. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. I'll see you in the next one, and have a great Saturday.